We move on. 3-2 on the season. Vanderbilt in week 7, our final game before our bye week. I do want to see what the other Superior 6 teams happen to look like. Again, this is the first time, the first 10 divisions, it's about conference score. This is just about pure overall record. And quite a few teams, all but one team, started 1-1 on the year. So in theory, we could be in a decent spot, but we'll see in a second. No new recruits, except for wide receiver Aaron Bradley. We're up to number 12, getting ready to take on 3-3 Vandy, but what are the conference standings? Okay. Tennessee is at a perfect 4-0. If the season were to end today, we would not be relegated. It would be A&M and Mizzou as the lowest 2 teams. Okay. Not bad. And obviously, again, for those who do not know, we have a promotion relegation system. So essentially, at the very beginning, I put the lowest rated overall teams in the Sun Belt, the 6 highest overall teams went independent, and then from there, ACC with the 2nd highest overall, so on and so forth. Every division winner within a conference moves up. We started way down in the Sun Belt, worked our way up from tier 11 all the way to the top tier. For the record, the lowest tier Sun Belt, these are the lowest rated teams in the nation right now, including those guys who we could barely beat. God damn it. Oh, God damn it. Anyway, it was a win, so it's fine. Let's take a look at the recruitment before we get into more fun gameplay. Okay, we probably are out for Fontaine, but really quickly, we got 10 players who are ready to visit, including Fontaine, so we can try to save him. That's why we're going to keep fighting for him. I don't really care that we're scheduling these visits for a bye week, which is next week. We just need to get these scheduled ASAP. Not too worried about like any sort of win bonus or anything like that. So, Fontaine we're still well behind on. Stevens, all but a guarantee. Just crazy, because he's from Plano, Texas, and we're out dueling the Longhorns. Jimmy Johnson, we're looking good. Dan Watson, we look great. Carrington, ooh, come on, automatic commit Chris Carrington? No. Charlie Roberts, we are looking good for. We're going to put your points on Jimmy Johnson for the moment. Why be a cow when you can be a cowboy? That's fair. Bernard Rivero, automatic commit? No. Hate it here. Tate Venny, we look great. Danny Taylor, we look great. Parker's still good. John Doyle. Take some points off for scholarship. Doyle. No. Presley, we look great. Mitchell, we're still not in first for. Howard's looking good. Jermaine, 79 overall linebacker, Jermaine Davis. Come on, auto commit. I was hoping for auto commit. It's an instant commit. That didn't happen either. We are looking good, though, for the vast majority of our potential recruits here. So I am happy about that. So again, anybody that we have 1,000+ point lead for, 5 points is good enough because we have the bonus. Anybody else that we're not up by 1,000 for, we'll max out with the 700. And then the highest overall dudes will get remaining points to try and seal the deal. So, means we're off to our next game. 3-3 Vandy. They're a C+ team. I mean, this should be pretty straightforward. We're also allowing almost 400 yards of frickin' passing offense against, but no matter what the hell I do with the philosophy, it doesn't matter. We had an aggressive before, we've had an unaggressive option. It just doesn't matter. Let's go unaggressive. And this way. Let's just see what the hell happens. And maybe, just maybe, we'll magically sim better. Alright, Vandy. What do you got for us? You have any cool alternates? The blackout works. There we go. Good guys wear white in the Old West. See what happens. Shout out to Marvin Harrison Jr. It's very fun to see these loading screens now and to know where these guys ended up. Especially Drake May. Especially. God, let him be good. We talked about how I got my hopes up for Mac Jones. That didn't end well.
Glad to have you with us in the studio. I'm Reese Davis, bringing you the EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame show.
All right, first Bonk Stadium. Saw Drake in person. Well, it's a good thing you're not an underage girl. He might have hit on you. As we'll call heads. And defer. Oh, you mean Drake May? Sorry, I just saw an excuse to take a shot at Drake, the horrible person that he is. First quarter. We got anything going on here? 10-0 at the end of the first. Not bad. Not bad, not bad. 17-0, 20. Oh, finally we get one of these games where we're actually not going to go full Pittsburgh Steelers and play down to our competition. Finally. Good Lord. How nice is this? Our good team is playing like a good team. 44-0. No touching! No touching! No touching! No help needed. The boys get it done in more than convincing fashion to put us 2 games over 500. A tremendous game for Frank Grimes, Space Cowboy. Red Dead Interception also got some playing time. Interesting. The running game, of course, was secondary. How do you like me now? With a rushing touchdown. 3 receivers with at least 100 yards. Damn. That was a damn good game for us. We needed that. You know what? We got to shout the defense, too. After a shutout like that. Only 1 sack as well. Harry Trotter. And 1 pick for son of a submariner. And would you believe our kicker missed 2 field goals? No. Oh, it could have been a 50 burger. Somehow, some way, an aspect of this team will always find a way to disappoint. Every time. Somehow. As a Giants fan, I hope May is terrible because they wouldn't trade that pick to the Giants. The Giants don't need a quarterback. They got Danny Dimes. The derp himself. Believe in the derp. You just have to believe in the derp. And at the very least, the Giants didn't take, like, Bo Nix in a panic. The Giants did a very smart thing, not being like, all right, fuck it, J.J. McCarthy. Like, they took a fucking potentially awesome wideout. So I think the Giants did well. You kind of have no choice but to try and trust Daniel Jones right now, right? Like, you got to try. You know, off the back of that new contract. Speaking of quarterbacks, Danny Watson. We also get Rudy Presley and Jimmy Johnson, the athlete. Not bad. They passed on Penix, McCarthy. Well, look, number one, the only thing that could have made it better for Michael Penix Jr. was if he would have been a Giant instead of a Falcon. Oh, the internet would have burned down. It would have been so good. It was bad enough as it was. Back up to number 8 in the nation after that win heading into the bye week. Not bad. And again, right now, we're still safe. Who do A&M play for the rest of the year? Do they have an easy schedule? Arkansas, Auburn, Southern Miss, Temple, an FCS team, and Tennessee. That could be a ridiculously important game. Tennessee and A&M at the end of the year. That could be unreal. Okay. In terms of recruitment, why are they even playing an FCS team? To pad the goddamn record. Like we should have done. But chat said no. Fuck you. Play the good teams. All right, let's see. So we're still massively behind for Jermaine Fontaine, but I'm not giving up. Until he commits, I'm not giving up. Big lead for Darius Stevens. Honestly, for Fontaine, I just got to offer him a scholarship now to see if that helps. That might be the only way to come back. Big lead for Chris Carrington. Big lead for Roberts. And now for Rivero, Tate Venny, Danny Taylor. Luke Parker. We are looking good for... Oh, here we go. Come on, Kurt Mitchell. Damn it. I think I've watched this stream enough now to honestly say chat age. Yeah. Yeah, they do, don't they? That's the only reason. I think that's the only reason why people still support me, is they just really like to see me be sad. Like, they really like... They don't like me actually being sad. I had a couple of streams in the past, like, for God's sakes, like... Not to get, like, morbid about anything, but fucking 6 years ago, I was streaming when my mom showed up at my house, and it's just like, hey, your grandmother passed away. And I'm like, chat, I gotta go. I'll see you tomorrow, maybe. And chat, you know, chat showed the love in moments like that. But on a day-to-day basis, oh, they want to see a video game ruin my life. They want to see a video game ruin my goddamn life. And I understand it. I do. I understand it. I fucking hate them for it, but I understand it. I'm glad I can be your punching bag, chat. I wouldn't have it any other way. Let's get max points on the highest rated dudes to try and seal the deal here. Here we go. We'll see what happens. We got 14 scholarships left. Again, this is shaping up to be a marvelous recruitment class. West Virginia. Mountain Mama. I like the conspiracy theory that John Denver wasn't talking about West Virginia, the state, but was actually talking about the western part of Virginia. Because without John Denver, what does West Virginia have? Mountains and meth. Is there anything else I'm missing? And a really goddamn cool tour that they had at an old fucking asylum that I went on 2 years ago. That's about it. Like the West, it wasn't the West Allegheny, but it was, maybe it was something like that. Holy shit, by the way, what a recruitment class. 5 new recruits of at least a 79 overall. I can't wait to see how we fail to win with this crop of talent. Coal miners and sister cousins. Fair. We also get Rivero, Mitchell, and Doyle. Not bad. Not bad. That was a great week for us. As, wow, enough teams lost, we moved back into the top 5. We have pressure on us to win, which means we're going to blow it. So that's good. Yeah, see, the scholarship for Fontaine, that just gained us over 1,000 points. Sometimes you got to send those scholarship offers out and not look for the insta-commit. I really, like, the insta-commits helped us a little bit this season, but I don't know if it's helped so much that it's worth it. Making your life sad gives me a bit of joy in my sad life. Look, I like you being sad, so I'm not sad. Fuck you. You know what? Fair play. Fair play. We have 6 scholarships left and 8 people. I hate to say it, but tackle Tate Venny, I think, has to go. Just as the lowest rated dude. And then everybody else can be on max points. The only one I really care about us getting is Mike Howard. Aside from that, everybody else is kind of a toss-up. So we look phenomenal in terms of recruitment right now. I think we had a scholarship offer sent out to all these guys. We did. There is one person ready for a visit, and that is safety Danny Washington when we play Michigan. You like how Chad ended up scheduling us Ohio State and Michigan in the same year? As this is a pretty even tilt against West Virginia. We do have the Corso curse going against us. But the Mountaineers are next. Have them rock the all blue. We like color rush style uniforms here. It's easy on the eyes. You know, I'm on the wrong side of 30 now, so I mean, I got the old man eyes, you know. Your fans are bullies, basically. That's okay. That's okay. I'm just a big internet bully myself, right? So. Alrighty, we gave you a schedule where you could lose 2 games in the first half and still have a natty chance of a good second half. But that good second half, man. Mizzou, Michigan, like, that's not easy. First half wasn't particularly easy either. So I'm 30 in 10 days. Can't wait. You know, they say your 30s are often one of the best decades. So, you know, welcome to the decline. Duke's 30 is basically already dead, 1 foot in the grave. Yeah. Yeah. Does it help if you felt like you're 1 foot in the grave since you were like 5 years old, though? I don't know about you, but my life, I got kicked in the face with the cold, hard reality of life at a very young age, so I've been ready. Bring it on, Satan. Bring it on. I'm ready. We're up 48-30, by the way, heading into the fourth quarter. The clock is glitched. And it is a 50 bomb for Wyoming. We walk into West Virginia and smash the Mountaineers. Like we're a cousin on a first name basis. 62-36 is the final score. Our highest point total in a game, maybe ever, if not, yeah, maybe ever.
No touching! No touching! No touching!
62-36. That is a hell of a win. 6 touchdowns, 1 pick, 474 yards for a Space Cowboy. Nicole Bach is injured at running back. That's not ideal. Granted, we don't have like a true number one. Hell of a game for Microwave Sounds. 11 receptions, over 150 yards, and 2 touchdowns. Defensively, it wasn't their best game. Not at all. Interception for son of a Submariner, but they got it done. 62-36. And all it took was a mountain of jokes at the expense of the Mountaineers. That's all it took. West Virginia, I hope we're still cool. I hope we're still cool. Number 7, Fresno loses. Army is number 2. And they've just beat Colorado. Army might have the number 1 program in the nation after that. Florida State is next. I don't even know how good they are, but anybody who's watched me play this game before, particularly our Boston College run, will know that Florida State, like I can't do it because my channel would get banned, but if I stood up and lowered my pants, you would see where Florida State, you know, I had to get it tattooed, property of Florida State on my ass because they just absolutely own me. As our new offensive coordinator, for those who missed that, we had a maxed out OC. He retired. They replaced him with the level 1. Chandler Brooks levels up as we do land the 81 overall defensive end Mike Howard. Let's go. Patreon content, proof in due time. We're now number 3 in the nation, which is ridiculously unlikely, but not bad. God damn it, these coordinators. Ugh. Fucking depressing. Guess I'll just go for stamina. I mean, why not? Ugh. Imagine we still had that maxed out OC. So right now, the top 5, you got Nebraska, Army, Arizona, Wyoming, Georgia, Air Force, North Texas, USC, Michigan, and the Oklahoma Sooners. The door is wide open. Army has to play Air Force this week, by the way. This is going to be a very, very bizarre ending. We are also the highest ranked team in the Superior 6 after Tennessee's loss. We're tied for 2nd. Wow, Tennessee's really choked over the last couple weeks. There is a theoretical situation in which we could survive here. Which means we're going to blow it. But hey, theoretical situations are fun. We have 3 scholarships left for 4 players. It's going to be first come, first serve. Figure your shit out. Whoever wants it gets it. First come, first serve, gentlemen. Figure your shit out. Figure it out. Florida State up next. Another good team. Another good team. I have no hopes or expectations anymore. I can't. I cannot have this team ruin it again. I just can't. So we'll see what happens here. If we win, cool. If we lose, cool. Taps, is that an actual link? No, it's not. Yet, at least. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. The Seminoles. First picture will be the property of SFU Cat 2. Heads never fails. We get a win. We will defer Bill Belichick style. First quarter against FSU. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're down 10-0. Oh, God. All right, we're down 10-0. $13-0. Y'all thought I was joking about Florida State. We just put up 62 points on West Virginia. We got shut out in the first half against FSU. Third quarter. 13-7. 14 unanswered points. Heading into the fourth. It's 21-14 FSU. We get the ball back with 4:22 to go. I feel like I have to jump in because if I don't and they score, that's GG's. So here we go. We're right back in it. Oh, and they coffin cornered the shit out of us. Okay. They coffin cornered the shit out of us.
On the run, right side. Looking for the corner, and he shoved out of.
Not the best blocking in the world, but it works. 13 yards on the jet sweep. Gets us out of extreme danger.
He's trying to get in line to say, hey, I want to carry the football.
Okay.
He's trying to push that starting running back out.
Team needs me to bail them out again. Can I do it?
First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 17.
Oh, what a juke by Nicole Bach.
7 yards there on the option pitch to the halfback.
Way to go, Nikki. Go right back to that read option. Finally calm the boys down here. First down. I prefer Nicole Bass. May she rest in peace.
Decision making. He sees it opening, decides to turn it upfield.
Go right back to the read option. I mean, that's only our 11th first down of the game. Good Lord.
Makes it out to about the 30.
Good job, Nikki. Another good run. Not really risking possession if we don't have to. We'll just keep going with those option plays. Till they show they can stop it. They're not leaving anybody open.
And they make the stop.
Okay, they showed that they can read it. They had it covered on both sides. I trusted the quarterback to be able to break one tackle instead of the running back having to break two.
4 yards to go.
Yikes. 3 of 13 on third down as well. Gentlemen, you forgot to block.
Line of scrimmage. Taken back 3 yards.
Really, they just had nowhere to go after the catch.
We have no choice but to punt because they're in field. Nah, whatever. Let's just go for it. Let's just go for it. I don't want to put it in our defense's hands. Let's just go for it. Went from what, 2nd and inches to 4th and 8.
He wants it all.
Picked.
Almost picked off. They elected to go for it and failed.
And it's tough to come back when you give your.
I was at least hoping for the arm punt. That's probably the game. That's probably it.
You know this is a real crucial.
He looked like he had the sideline covered, so we went down the middle, and the safety had that covered too.
And he's hit immediately.
As that is somehow caught.
After a play like that, I wouldn't be the least bit surprised
Well,
if they went to the air again.
I blame chat for being like, look, your national title hopes are still alive. I blame chat for this. You done psyched the boys out. And you know how they choke under pressure. Well, they've done it again. What a shame.
On the handoff, brought down.
Hell of a tackle by China Shop. I preferred the Gators. I don't think it would have mattered. Obviously, we just got to try to stop the run here. Never know. Maybe they missed the field goal.
It's third down, and they're about the length of the football away from the first down marker.
I mean, it doesn't help that the team essentially waited until the second half to do anything offensively. I mean, they're very much in field goal range. They're very much wasting time. So, we'll see what happens. Fumble would be nice.
Lateral's back, and he's got space. Got the corner.
GG's. The second we get hope that maybe, just maybe, we won't blow it, we're going to lose to Florida State.
They'll spread the field here. Let's see what the defense does.
Unbelievable. Unless there's a fumble, this game's over.
By the time the running back here got the football, he's looking up and he's got a couple defensive linemen closing in on him because they were able to slip off.
Unless there's a fumble, this game is over.
Communication and just getting overmatched up front by the offensive line.
Florida State is up a score. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Seminole.
I hate this team. I hate this program.
He makes the PAT. Let's go to the studio for this Reese Davis update.
Say goodbye to any national title hopes. The rest of this season becomes all about survival in the top tier.
Across midfield. He's on the run.
Too little, too late.
And they're going to bring this one.
Hell of a kick return. But we would need an onside kick because we no longer have 3 timeouts. 99 speed return man strikes again.
And he adds the extra point.
Yeah, its stutter step was pretty clean. I can't even be happy about it because we're going to lose again.
Taken down at the 40.
That's it.
The whistle hasn't sounded yet. They still have.
Unless they run a play instead of taking a knee, but they are lining up in victory formation. That's it.
Winding down the rest of this clock. And he'll just take a knee here.
I'll call a timeout anyway.
We'll take a timeout.
You never know. Maybe they do something stupid and try to run an actual play. Doesn't look like it though. Even if we had that third timeout, it would take a punt return. Are they going to be smart or are they going to risk it? They're going to be smart. We are going to lose to Florida State and lose a whole lot of momentum. A 3-game win streak comes to an end. The hands of the Seminoles.
The ball game's over, and our final score is 28-21.
Every time. Every time. Oh, yeah, I don't even want to look at the game stats. Let's just... It is what it is. We move on. We're going to be now 21 years running without a national title appearance. Like, goddamn, man. In a year that Ohio State finally falls off. And we just can't stay consistent. 5-3 on the year. Again, now it's all about not getting relegated. We have UAB next, but even that's not a guarantee, given that we almost lost to App State earlier. You know, Taps, that's pretty close. I like that you made it a tramp stamp. And apparently I'm an owl that can turn my head all the way around. Fair play. Fair play. We do get defensive end Scott Kent. We fall from 3 to 12 in the rankings. And we have 3 dudes left with 2 scholarships. Again, it is first come, first serve. There is nothing left to do on that front. Whoever takes the deal, takes the deal. In terms of the standings, we just barely have our heads above water by 1 game. But then again, Mizzou and Tennessee both have a game at hand. So we need to keep winning, or we could easily be relegated. UAB is not terrible on paper as a B-rated team. We do have the defensive advantage, allegedly. You know what, for shits and giggles, let's just do the opposite now and see if that helps our team actually do anything. Probably not. UAB, again, recruitment-wise, we're good for the year, so now it is just a matter of jumping in. See what happens. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're off to Bama. All right. Well, if we win, cool. If we lose, it's almost expected. Let's see what happens. Be another loss to a team that's not ranked top 10 or so that would crush us. And again, we still have to play Michigan this year. I think that's next week, actually. Protective Stadium in Alabama, which I still find to be an oxymoron.
0 calories. Enjoy everything.
We lose the coin toss. All right. Gentlemen, we need a win here. Desperately. You went from putting up 62 points to getting shut out in the first half last week against FSU. Definitely not getting shut out in the first half this week. 21-10 is the score at halftime. They did shut us out in the second quarter, though. Still 21-10. 28-10. 31-10. 38-10. I'm happy. It's what the result should have been. We'll take it.
No touching! No touching! No touching!
No help needed. 38-10. A win over UAB. Really, really strong game for Space Cowboy, who's up to an 85 now. He's already gone up 2 points this year. That's not bad. 3 touchdowns, no picks. Nicole Bach still dealing with an injury. Surfer Sting with a rushing touchdown. Gigantic game for Who's That Pokemon. Not bad. Good job, gents. Good job. We needed it. We needed it. We needed it. We might have to run the table to avoid getting relegated this year, too. So, we'll see. We'll see. But 38-10. Good win. We move. Who is in Week 12? Eastern Michigan, then UMich, then Mizzou to round out the season. So, Eastern Michigan has to be a win because there's a real chance we could lose the final 2 games of the season. We're playing 2 ranked opponents. So, damn. Damn. Eastern Michigan is well, App State's probably the weakest team on the schedule. Eastern Michigan's pretty close, though. This is one of the kinder games on the schedule, in theory. I don't know if the UAB one will get us enough favor to get back into the top 10. We locked down 76 free safety Danny Washington, meaning we have just 1 scholarship left, and we actually jumped all the way up to 7th. Top 25 rankings this year are nuts. So it comes down to either Jermaine Fontaine or Scott Campbell. It'll probably be Scott Campbell, unless we choose for it to be Fontaine. But Fontaine, wide out, running back. Yeah, I'd rather have another safety. I mean, we get good wideouts and good running backs every year. So I'm hoping it's Scott Campbell. If it's the other guy, cool. No worries. Standings. Top 25 polls first. Air Force, number 1. Then Michigan, Oklahoma, Penn State, Ohio State, Maryland, Arizona, and below us, Army and Texas. Army and Air Force, both top 9, including Air Force being the number 1 team in the nation. Okay. Okay. And in terms of our conference standings, right now we have a 1-game buffer. As long as we don't blow this, and especially as long as we don't lose to Mizzou, we should survive. Tennessee is in real danger of dropping. This is going to be close. It's going to be very close. Yeah, Tennessee started off so strong, and they've had a horrible second half. Eastern Michigan, 7-3 on the season as a C-plus team. I mean, if we don't win this game, we don't deserve to stay up. It's that simple. This, I mean, 90 overall versus 79. If this isn't a win, demote us. That simple. If this isn't a win, I might just demote us even if we earn the right to stay. We just would not deserve it at all. God damn. Shout out to Harold Perkins, by the way. Who, yeah, didn't go pro. At least not yet.
Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you, bringing you the
Eastern
NCAA
Michigan.
pregame show.
The gray turf of Rynerson Stadium. The Rynerson.
Let's head down to the coin toss now. It's brought to you by Coke.
Heads never fails. It didn't again. We will defer. 10-mile-an-hour wind. It's a good thing we haven't lost any games this year because of crazy wind. First quarter. We're going to start off by not putting up any points in the first. 7-0 Wyoming. 14-7. 21-7. 21-14. 28-14 at halftime. 35-14. 42-14. 42-17. It should be job done. 49-17. It is job done for the Cowboys.
No touching! No touching!
Another no-touching win this season. 56-17 over Eastern Michigan. Another 50-burger this season. 4 touchdowns, 2 picks for Space Cowboy. Not his finest game in that regard. Did have over 500 yards passing on 34 completions. Big game for the running game for once. And I mean, I was going to say for Bach, but Pullman as well. Did pretty damn well. Monster game from Microwave Sounds in terms of yardage. Monstrosity was up there. Yeah, I mean, the offense, you put up 56 points. You're going to look pretty good. Bach has been injured for the last, 3 to 4 weeks and continues to play, so it can't be that bad of an injury. I haven't bothered to check what the injury is for that reason. 2 games left this season, and they will pretty much dictate how things go from here. Michigan and Mizzou. Man. Oh. And there is our final recruit. It is the safety, Scott Campbell. As we stay at number 7, getting ready to play number 1, Michigan. We didn't know they'd be number 1 when you guys scheduled it, but now it's turned into a very important game. In the college football rankings, we're at 8. Behind Army, Arizona, Penn State, Ohio State, Maryland, Oklahoma, Michigan. Coaches poll, we're 7th. Okay. In terms of the conference standings, if we... Oh, man. We need to win this game because otherwise, if Missouri wins, the final game of the year will determine who gets relegated. It is confirmed that Tennessee has been relegated 1 year after they beat us for the ACC Conference Championship. They're relegated, but we might not be. It is going to come down to these last 2 games, though. And not surprising that we don't have anybody in there for the Heisman. Couple of running backs, though. Phil Fuqua. And 2 options for Georgia at running back and quarterback. That's nuts. Let's do it. Michigan's number 1. And oh, people did want to see, I think, who Air Force lost to. Give me a second. Who did Air Force lose to? They lost to Notre Dame and fell from 1 to 15. They played well in the Natty, too. That's true. They barely lost. They lost in overtime. Michigan is a better team than us. They are indeed. Has the Heisman ever gone to a defensive player? Yes. It is incredibly goddamn rare. But Charles Woodson, what was it, 97? 96, 97, maybe even 90. I'm pretty sure it's 97. Charles Woodson's the main man to mention when we talk about defensive Heisman winners, because he's the only one. And yes, Manti Te'o was runner-up. I consider Manti Te'o a Heisman winner. He fucking deserved it, and the only reason he didn't get it was because people were like, that fucking idiot. And that's not fair. Watch the documentary about Manti Te'o. It was really good. That guy got robbed of a fucking Heisman. I said it. Anyway, let's get our asses kicked by Michigan. I almost simmed the game twice. It's my brain, my subconscious being like, don't do it. Don't you play this game. Let's do it. Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Robbed the job. You had it rough, man. You had it rough. All right. Here we go.
Hi, everybody. Reese Davis with you.
Here we go. Here we go.
EA Sports NCAA Football 14 pregame.
Oh, goodness. Tap's not cool. Bop you for that. All right. We lost to Ohio State by a field goal on this very turf. What's going to happen against Michigan? At least the wind's not too crazy. First quarter. How's it going to go? How's it going to be? So we're down 7-0. At the end of 1. 7-7 though. 14-7. 21-7. 28-7 for Michigan at halftime. $35-7. We do recover a fumble. I'm going to try to save the day if I can. We have 136 yards of offense in a home game.
Now he tries to buy some time.
Y is open, but I don't trust it. I didn't trust it. God damn it. Just had a very strong feeling that the safety would have picked that off. But obviously we do have to try and throw it downfield. I mean, we need to score and fast. Our defense needs to be perfect. Who's that Pokemon inside the 10? Great job to stay on their feet. First reception of the game. Reverse no touching. It would have been had I elected not to jump in, that's for sure.
5 wide receivers.
You know, I fucking hate that. There's a hole in the offensive line, and the second you go to take advantage of it, the O-line just loses their blocks, and you get massacred. That has always been annoying about football games. It still happens in Madden to this day. Can't fucking stand it.
Looks for his running back, incomplete.
I didn't expect him to just get stuck on the O-line.
Scrambling around. The cavalry's coming. He's taken down around the 6-yard.
Well, we got to the 5. It's 4th and goal. Obviously, we're wasting way too much time, and we also need to score here. Yeah, field goal's not going to cut it, game. We need to score. We have a very tired quarterback.
So the offense
But here we go.
to attempt this 4th down from the 6-yard line. Here they come. Well, a field goal there would have helped, but instead they go for it, and they're stopped short.
The coaching staff.
And he just blows it. He blows the throw. Can't make the throw on the run. That's pretty much it. Michigan has to go 3 and out. They do, though. Major, what's up? You're just in time to watch us get absolutely shit on.
Because they've got nothing to lose.
Dead. There's nobody open. Nobody open. I mean, the AI is smart in that regard. They're just dropping people back because they know I have to score quickly. But nobody can win a foot race.
Out of bounds, around the 43-yard line.
Nobody can win a foot race. Even our guy with 99 speed can't seem to win a foot race. That's our quarterback's 10th completion of the game.
He's on the run. And the corner on the interception.
Brad, I'm all for continuing to fight.
You know, for a mobile quarterback, he cannot throw on the run.
Another miscue.
That's a bit of a weakness for him. He cannot throw on the run. Because this throw is to the guy in the background towards the corner. And he throws it right at that fucking defender. It's done. There's no coming back in this one. That final, we need to hope, I mean, that we win the final game of the year against Mizzou, or we're going to get relegated.
At about the 43-yard line.
Michigan just absolutely punked us out. We are 100% pretenders. No denying that. Interception, though. It's like the game's trying to let us come back. They've turned it. Michigan's turned it over on their last 2 out of their last 3 possessions.
How much fight this team has left in them. This has been a brutal game. He heaves it deep. Doesn't get there.
Remember what I said about corners being able to be smart enough to cut back? Every time. Every time. Now, by the time I saw him and set my feet, watch the corner. Eyes in the back of his head. I mean, he's looking over his shoulder. But still, that awareness level. Meanwhile, my receiver doesn't even, like, try to get body position or anything. We're lucky that wasn't picked.
Second down, 10 to go. Ball on the 35.
That's rough. We can't catch a break.
Throwing right.
We finally caught a break. Microwave sounds, beats the press, and gets into the end zone.
That'll push him over the 100-yard line.
Finally, somebody won a one-on-one on the outside. And the lead is down to 21 with 6:40 to go.
And he converts the extra point. Let's get an update now. Here's Reese Davis. Reese.
As Oklahoma loses. Michigan has to punt. 5:48 to go.
Touchdown was the end result of their last drive. As this
Our defense has started to hold up in the second half, but is it too little too late?
Got to be feeling so good about the execution that he's seeing from his quarterback and his wide receivers. Because again, they put so much time in.
Oh, try by Wild Bull.
To be able to see that actually come in.
What a terrible time to see it. The number 2 team also lost, and we're at 7. I mean, we could have moved up top 5 minimum with a win.
He's going to try and scramble. Going deep. This one will fall incomplete.
Boy, a goal.
The ball just died, man. Just absolutely died in midair. Warner had time to get over.
Here comes the pressure. And he's going
Dead.
to come up with a sack.
No time at all.
Over this quarterback today.
No time at all. O-line got murdered immediately.
They've really figured out what they have.
We're 2 for 11 on 3rd down in this game.
Cause him some problems.
And they're going to put 6 DBs on the field to counter that 5 receiver look. Once and all.
Arm punt.
He's picked it off. This time it's the safety.
No attempt to win body position.
The stop at the 47-yard line.
That's another turnover. I mean, we have no choice. We're down by 21 with 5 minutes left. We just got to air it out as they make it 42-14. I don't know why I'm even staying in the game at this point. Maybe just to fucking hurt our team stats a little bit more with more interceptions because I'm mad at them.
He's scrambling. Decides to tuck it in, and he's got
Why was open? Maybe I should have gone there.
Around the 35.
Again, one of our crazy monstrosity has 99 speed, and he just cannot win the press. He hasn't gotten open once. It was microwave sounds that got open that one time, but our B receiver out there, he just can't do anything. Picked. There's just nothing I can do against Michigan, man. Their defense, their awareness is insane. Like, they just do not make a mistake. They react perfectly to every throw. They are just in a different league.
He scrambled on the run. He hauls it in.
Oh, but you can do that. You can make that throw, but you waffled the one earlier. Ugh, fucking sophomore quarterbacks, god damn it.
36-yard line. They'll bring him down to 7-yard.
I wish he went for the left side. How are they at 7-3? I don't know how. Well, they're tier 2, I think. So the tier 2 has ridiculously difficult schedules. Yeah, the tier 2 schedules are fucking brutal.
He's tackled at the 1-yard line.
I don't know how that wasn't a first down, aka a touchdown, aka god damn it. But all right.
Just under 3 to go in regulation.
I just want to get us another touchdown on the board, man. That's all.
Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, we're only down by 21 again with 3 minutes to go. Oh my god, they're reviewing it. Just let me have that. Come on. I don't think he made it in either, but just let me have it, for fuck's sake. Oh, I can't even skip this. Why does this game hate me, man? Just let me have some peace.
After review the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Yeah, they overturned it.
Respot the ball, and we'll get this game
Jesus
going.
Christ. Jesus H. I don't even know what down it is. I don't even care about fixing the scoreboard. Fuck it. What? I held A! Oh, you're out to lunch. You are out to lunch. I held A from the moment I snapped that. You are out of your mind, game. You are out of your mind. That is so uncool.
This defense not wanting to give an inch here.
Unbelievable. Whoops. Okay, that time I just fucked up. Turnover on downs. There we go. Okay, we're done. We're done. I wasn't going to make it in with the quarterback either. He was going to get murdered. I would have rather have gotten the receiver killed, so.
And that should do it. Our final.
Let's never talk about this again. Our season's over. I hate it. Damn. We're never gonna, like, we're just never gonna do it, are we? The JUCO only stipulation, like, we're just never gonna do it, are we? Even though we've had 90+ overall players. We're just never gonna do it. I'm convinced.